The Hennessy don't help.
What?
I'm a whole bill to the booth, please.
Y'all niggas don't know. Ain't shit sweet round here.
Niggas think ain't no goddamn killer going on down here.
Want the motherfucking cheese, nigga.
Y'all
Look
niggas
at
lame as hell.
I'd have been locked up with the worstest of niggas, from armed robbing, conmen, and murderous niggas. The dope boys who the first to deliver. Green, brown, or blow, got more snow than Buffalo in the winter. Think these lyrics coming from a pretender? If I said it, I done seen it or done it. So I mean it when I say you don't want it. They came a long way from jumping them hundreds, the bag and the quarter, the doing show from LA to Florida. In Atlanta, I'm the law and the order, the king good. Got a throne and a brome on some broadest that's chrome. Calling houses on the water my home, with no mortgage alone. If I live in it, I bought it and own it. If I'm with a bitch, I caught her and boned it. No question, no less than a week, and she's in confession. And I bought no necklace unless I'm investing. No exceptions, I open your closed section.
Get hard till you're cooking like this. Get bombed till you're fucking and click. Are you flipping them bricks? We make music for the broken and rich, for the hoop of the sick, for the hustlers went from death to dig. Get hard till you're cooking like this. Get bombed till you're fucking and click. Are you flipping them bricks? We make music for the broken and rich, for the hoop of the sick, for the hustlers went from death to dig.
We hustle from 6 to 6 to 6 again. Sell fat nicks for 10 till the bricks get in. Venturing from ATL to Michigan, the top of your town, you ain't even worth mentioning. Peppermint trying to get another shipment in, and say I'm good at just hit us on the hip again. Got hot shit on the outfit that'll pierce your skin. It'll click I'm in, so make men know that. Got a deal now, but I was the shit before that. Totally still now, but hold my own with no gas. TIP the answer to the question, where them hoes at? When heat is catching up with niggas running full flat. At the club, getting crunker than crackers on Prozac. Say got some doors on the lag, well shout it where the Vo's at. TIP ain't the shit, come on shout it, don't act. I'm the hottest thing ever flowed over 24 tracks.
Get hard till you're cooking like this. Get bombed till you're fucking and click. Are you flipping them bricks? We make music for the broken and rich, for the hoop of the sick, for the hustlers went from death to dig. Get hard till you're cooking like this. Get bombed till you're fucking and click. Are you flipping them bricks? We make music for the broken and rich, for the hoop of the sick, for the hustlers went from death to dig.
Some niggas wonder how I make it, I do what it takes. In school, I was cool with a nigga who threw a 22 in your face. Took your starter coat and choked it till you blue in the face. Or you might know me, the nigga who fuck your bitch and bust 2 in the face. Either way, I'm a winner like the 4 in the trade. You probably never held more dough than I can blow in a day. Sometimes I'm wearing gold, sometimes I'm riding on it. Between us, I doubled up all my signing bonus. KP and J say shout it, hey, you going legit. But I know shit when it's stole the brick. I bet you never knew how quick 36 O's a flip. Yeah, I cook it till it bubble up. See how quick it double up. Competition's in trouble. I'm supplying the hood. Born bred, when I'm dead, I'ma die in the hood. Niggas who trying the hood, I open fire in the hood. Shut them up, wet them up, let them lie in the hood.
Get hard till you're cooking like this. Get bombed till you fuck with the click. Are you flipping them bricks? We make music for the broken and rich, for the hoop of the sick, for the hustlers went from death to dig. Get hard till you're cooking like this. Get bombed till you fuck with the click. Are you flipping them bricks? We make music for the broken and rich, for the hoop of the sick, for the hustlers went from death to dig.
Yeah, nigga, you know what motherfucking time it is. It ain't never slower than 5 shit, nigga. And I'm tell all these motherfucking haters, oh, what? Nigga, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. He's cool.
If it ain't ghetto vision, we running this shit in the 2G.
You know what it is, nigga. You know what the fuck it is, man. It's just like that.
ATL, Southwest Atlanta, Camerton Road, niggas, deal with it.
Oh, well, we can take it to the west side, though. You can ADV this thing, bankhead coat this thing, understand?
I already know.
Peace. Islam. Elioi. Sheekamauga Alamasi coming at y'all live. Deep, deep, deep down. Alamasi Arabian country. Deep in Arabia. Deep in the turf. Old Confederate turf. Old Mexican turf. Ancient Andalusia. And we done already drove home over so many drops that the true location of Andalusia, ancient Andalusia, or so-called New Spain, you know what I'm saying, is in North America, Central and South America. We done already went through that, but the true location of Andalusia has always been really the southeastern United States, the present-day states of South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Alabama, that whole turf, Mississippi, all that, you know what I'm saying? The southeastern United States is the true location of Andalusia, because we done already drove home several times that, especially in the South, the dominant culture in the old antebellum South, you know what I'm saying, all across, I don't care if you're talking about from the Southeast to Georgia, to South Carolina, all the way to California, you know what I'm saying, the southern half of the so-called present-day United States, the northern half too, but we just gonna deal with the southern half, the old Confederate turf, you know what I'm saying? The dominant culture was always the Mo culture, the Moorish culture, you know what I'm saying? The Muslim culture, you know what I'm saying? And the Nazarite culture, don't get it messed up. Not the Muslim culture, MU. We is not Muslims. We done told y'all several times, we is not, the doctrine of being a Muslim is equality, everybody being goofy ass equal and shit. You know what I'm saying? In the Mo culture, in the Muslim culture, we got titles of nobility, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be of the blood. You gotta be high ranking to have a noble status. Ain't no equality in this culture, you know what I'm saying? It's all merit, it's all blood, you feel me? You got to be born on your square to be high ranking in the Mo culture. You don't just get some goddamn fake ass equality. You know what I'm saying? Being a damn bum and a goofy. That's the problem with this goofy ass culture nowadays. They're talking about some fake ass equality. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers ain't earned no goddamn equality. You just come off a goddamn banana boat and get some damn equality. Man, get the fuck out of here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got to have the Mo culture in America, because you got to have titles of nobility. You got to earn your way up. You got to work your way up. You got to show yourself approved in the Mo culture. That's the old American culture. You had to show yourself approved to have a title of nobility or even a title of freedom to be able to move around and shake and move and shake like that in old America. You ain't just be able to come off no boat and get some citizenship and get some equality. That's some goofy shit. That's why the culture. That's why the entirety of North America has literally been looted for 150 goddamn years, because you don't have fake goofies that been able to come here and get something for nothing. You know what I'm saying? They ain't earned shit. They ain't went through no indentured servitude or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you had to go through your indenture to get your title of nobility back over here. You had to work your way up in order to be able to move around. You had to show yourself approved to the originals. You know what I'm saying? That's Asiatic culture. Because let me understand something. True American culture is Asiatic culture, Oriental culture, you know what I'm saying? Not no goofy ass, not this goofy ass corporate shit they got going on right now. Don't get it fucked up, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm checking in live from present day Barnesville, Georgia, you know what I'm saying? Old Mississippian town. To this day, it's about 70% Mississippian or Moorish, you know what I'm saying? Y'all might say black, all the goofy motherfuckers still say black, but you know what I'm saying? But it's a Moorish town, old school Moorish town. And we just going, you know what I'm saying? Again, we just restoring the culture, you know what I'm saying? Because again, what we dealing with in these drops nowadays, what the Moors are trying to drive home to everybody, you know what I'm saying? All the original people, the original Americans of the blood who are Moorish, you know what I'm saying? Not no goofy ass Indians. You know, Indians, for real, man, y'all Indians still talking y'all shit, man. Y'all really need to give it up. American Indians literally have been destroyed and annihilated in the information war. I don't even know why you niggas still running your mouths, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are goofy, you know what I'm saying? And then let's get something straight. This is how goofy Indians are, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We done already drove home. Sheekamauga done drove home. All the other Moorish master teachers done drove home, you know what I'm saying? That the present day Moors, the Moors of the Moorish culture of the world the reason why we have titles of nobility, you know what I'm saying, land claims, specifically in North America, you know what I'm saying, and specifically in the Americas, you know what I'm saying, is because we are the descendants of Anu. We are the descendants of the Anu who re-terraformed North America and re-terraformed basically the whole planet after the Younger Dryas, you know what I'm saying, by way of the moon and by way of the inner civilizations, you know what I'm saying? So we are the ones who are descendants of the Anu, the Dracos, you know what I'm saying? We are the only group of bloods on this planet that can claim allodial or aboriginal or original titles, specifically to North America, because everybody knows in North America, the reason why North America is where everybody wants to come is this: North America represents the old world, because it was the first landmass to be re-terraformed by the Anu, you know what I'm saying, after the Younger Dryas. And that's a whole nother subject matter, a whole nother drop, you know what I'm saying, to talk about that. But again, the reason why the Moors are the ones who can claim land titles and noble titles under L's and Bays is because the L represents Elohim, nigga, or the descendants of Anu. You know what I'm saying? So the only ones that can trace their blood to the descendants of Anu, who are responsible for resetting the planet after it had gotten so evil and so jacked up by the Nephilim and all that. We the ones that destroyed the Nephilim and destroyed all the evil and re-terraformed the planet. You know what I'm saying? And restarted civilization. You know what I'm saying? And we the only ones that done held our blood down. The Moors are the only ones. The Moorish culture and the Moors of the world have been the only group of people to maintain that same Anu culture. You know what I'm saying? And maintain that same noble status and royalty and nobility on this planet. Everybody else then went off the rails with fake ass goddamn doing all type of genetic experiments and just being dishonorable and dishonoring their titles and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So the Moors are the only ones with the claims, because we the only ones that done held it down all this time for about 13,000 years specifically. You know what I'm saying? So again, since we are the descendants of Anu, let me show you how goofy you American Indian lames are. They've been player hating on Moors for so goddamn long. Y'all goofies and then goofy ass talk, and then niggas calling themselves English and all of that. I mean, we understand, but understand. The descendants of Anu are Andeans, not Indians. That is, you know what I'm saying? They corrupted the word Andean to make it Indian, because Andean is Anu. You know what I'm saying? So you have even if you're gonna go the Indian route, call yourself an Andean, not an Indian, because that traces your bloodline back to Anu. You know what I'm saying? So we are Andeans, and then it's not English, it's Anglish. Like Anglo, English is Ang. It's not the Inca, it's the Anka. Don't get it messed up, man. You got to put that "an" in there. That shows you all the way back from Anu. That traces you back to Anu. There's a reason why in Japan, the original people, the oldest people in so-called Japan, and the original civilization in so-called Japan is called the Ainu, because we all claim descent to Anu. You know what I'm saying? The Anu, the Elohim, Anunnaki, you know what I'm saying, are the ones who re-terraform the planet with high technology, specifically coming from the moon and Mars. You know what I'm saying? Again, I told you the Moors descendants from the Martians. You know what I'm saying? The Anunnaki. Don't get it messed up. Dragons, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But again, this is why, again, the Moors are the ones who re-terraform North America, raised it out of the flood. The Moorish people, the Anu people, we the ones that raised it out of the flood. So we the ones that put in the work. We the ones that built it. So we the ones with the damn land claims. None of you goofies to put in the work to build this place up into paradise on earth. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't do shit. You don't have it in your blood, none of you. If you're not claiming Moorish, it's not in your blood to claim land claims or claim land titles in North America, because you didn't do shit. Your bloodline didn't do shit if you're not claiming Moorish in North America. We're the only ones, the L's and Bays, because we can claim descent from Anu. Don't get it messed up, you know what I'm saying? So again, this is how goofy Indians are. It is Andean, not Indian. It is English, not English. It's Anglo, Anu. You know what I'm saying? Get with your culture, man, the moon culture. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. But again, I just wanted to come stop in Barnesville because there was an interesting marker here. Just, the restoration of the culture, you know what I'm saying? Again, the Moors and Turks have always been the Confederacy. And all the goofies have always been the Union. Don't get it messed up, you know what I'm saying? But we're just gonna read it, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to read this marker just to drive home. And then I also wanted to piggyback off the last drop we did on the historic Moorish Turkish leader, Apophis Hola. You know what I'm saying? We did a drop about him a few months back. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to piggyback off of that and just talk about a story of what happened to him and his people when they sold out and went Union. You know what I'm saying? Because specifically what I want to drive home is, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, Moorish people, people of Mississippian blood or whatever. A lot of people, original people or whatever, have always thought that it was just going to be easier. Instead of striving and going through whatever it took to maintain your noble title, keeping your noble economy and keeping everything together with your people no matter what it took. A lot of y'all always felt like, well, it's easier to sell out and be, you know what I'm saying? It's easier to sell out to the Romans and stuff like that and just be equal and just get a check and all that. But time after time, when y'all decide to sell out, y'all always end up in the same predicament and dangerous situations. Y'all always get betrayed by these same Romans that y'all want to run to instead of striving with your bloodline of nobility, you know what I'm saying, to maintain our situation on the plane. You know what I'm saying? Y'all always want to sit up here. A lot of times y'all really feel like selling out and going to the doctrine of equality and all of that. And you know what I'm saying? And going to be equal with other people who do not have the blood and have not earned and who have not put in, have not shown merit to be on your level. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be feeling like it's just easier to go sell out, but y'all always get played in the end, every single fucking time. That's why it's just better to just hold it down under your title of nobility with your bloodline of nobles and your noble nation. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Moors are the only ones through thick and thin in America. Whether it be the streets, whether it be the wars, whether it be the Confederate Wars, the Civil Wars, or whatever, the Moors and Turks are the only ones who always fought to maintain the so-called allodial Aboriginal titles in America. Aboriginal lames didn't do it. Goddamn American Indian lames didn't do it. Lame ass, scary ass blacks didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are all lame ass bitches. You know what I'm saying? Y'all never fought and died to maintain a goddamn thing. The only people in this land, the only original people in this land, the original culture in this land that has always fought all invaders and maintained the titles of nobility and always stood on business and never bowed down to no foreign culture or nothing like that is the Moors, nigga. So we the ones with the land claims. The rest of y'all clown ass niggas always sold out. And we're gonna read an article, and we're gonna read this article show what happened, and show one example out of a million of you goofy ass niggas selling out to the Union, to foreigners, to everything, and getting massacred and losing everything in the end. You know what I'm saying? But while the Moors, the Confederate Moors always go through a struggle, but we always maintain what we got. No matter how hard it is, we gotta die, we gotta shed blood, but we always maintain what we got. We maintain our culture, and nothing ever changes for us. You know what I'm saying? But you goofy ass niggas always experience racism and discrimination and all type of goofy shit, because y'all lames don't want to hold it down with your brethren, with your Moorish brethren out here. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easier to goddamn sell out all the goddamn time. That's how goofy you niggas is. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's read this marker first, and then we're gonna get into some other knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So check this out. Now again, I want y'all to remember, this is a Mississippian town, 70-something% Mississippian, and we got a marker in the middle of it talking about what happened in the Civil War and the Confederacy. But like I done told y'all, the Confederacy was mostly Moorish, mostly niggas, mostly Negroes. You know what I'm saying? It always was. I mean, did y'all ever ask yourself this question? If they were really fighting to free Negroes from slavery, why is it that if they were if the so-called United States or the Union at the time was fighting to free so-called Negroes from slavery, you know what I'm saying? Why is it that Negroes got treated so badly? So-called Negroes or Moors, American Moors got treated so badly, you know what I'm saying, after the war. If they was fighting to free us, wouldn't we have gotten a lot of land claims and homestead claims? But why is it that when the Confederacy fell, all the Slavs came in and all the Europeans, dirty Europeans came in, peasants came in and got all the land and all that stuff? If they was freeing the so-called Negroes, because they wasn't, nigga. It was a Negro. It was a mostly Negro and Turkish Confederacy down south. It wasn't no pale people like that fighting in the Confederacy. They were there, but they were under the Negroes, because the Confederacy was Moorish and Turkish, nigga. We was fighting to keep our land and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like again, if the Confederacy lost and they were fighting to free so-called Negroes from slavery, wouldn't the Negroes have gotten a lot of land and benefits and all of that after the war? But the Negroes and so-called Negroes got treated real bad after the Civil War. Because, I mean, for real, man. I mean, it don't take a rocket scientist to figure out that the Confederacy was mostly Moors, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for real, bro. All right, but anyway. All right, let's read this marker, you know what I'm saying? Do some knowledge real quick. All right. It says, Federals at Barnesville. Remember, we in Barnesville, Georgia, which is a nigga town. You know what I'm saying? It always was, you know what I'm saying? So, it says, as Wilson's Federal Cavalry moved toward Macon near this spot on Wednesday, April 19th, 1865, some of them attacked a small, now, again, let's do the knowledge to that real quick before we finish. It's 1865, and that's allegedly when the war ends, but they still fighting. They still fighting down south, you know what I'm saying? That just goes to show that it really wasn't like a straight up victory, and that there was never no declared victory or nothing like that for the North or the South. It was essentially a ceasefire, because if they're still fighting in 1865 and they just enjoyed in the northern part of Georgia, and you know what I'm saying? That means it was a stalemate. It was never like no. It never was the way they draw history, like the Southern Confederacy just lost. It was a stalemate, and they just agreed to stop. They just agreed to there was an agreement. You already know somebody sold out. There was an agreement to just have a ceasefire. So that means the Moors and Turks never really lost nothing down south. You know what I'm saying? They didn't take shit from us. We fought to the bloody end, and we was a stalemate. Because the Moors fought. Don't get it messed up. If the Confederacy really lost, y'all niggas wouldn't have shit down south. None of your family would have any land left. None of that shit down south. If the Confederacy really lost, the Confederacy fought to protect everything you niggas' family still got in the south. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it messed up. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's finish this. You know what I'm saying? All right. So let's start over. It says, as Wilson's Federal Cavalry moved towards Macon, near this spot on Wednesday, April 19th, 1865, some of them attacked a small Confederate force, the Dixie Rangers. You know what I'm saying? Greatly outnumbered, the Rangers fought with gallantry, gradually withdrawing from the field. A detachment from the Federal 4th Indiana Cavalry captured the flag of the Rangers in this skirmish. Federal soldiers were again in Barnesville on May 5th, 1865, when troops from the 1st Division, Wilson's Federal Cavalry, in pursuit of Jefferson Davis, camped here that night. So check this out now. Again, I don't know, and that's the reason why I came, you know what I'm saying? Again, like I said, if Barnesville is a nigga town now, we already know it was a nigga town back then. So it was a part of the Confederacy. So if it's a nigga town now, it was a nigga town back then. That means the Confederacy was a nigga Confederacy. Don't get it fucked up, you know what I'm saying? That's how goofy a lot of you niggas is. They done scared you goofy ass niggas for so long away from your damn culture. You know what I'm saying? Why they just run in here and take everything from you niggas. So instead of waving your old flag with crescent star, your old Turkish flags down south with crescent stars or the X, you know what I'm saying? And all of that. They done had you goofy ass niggas raving goofy ass RBG flags and goofy ass shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's how goofy they got you niggas looking out here. Remember, the Confederacy was if you were Moor or you a nigga from down south, 9 times out of 10 your ancestors fought for the Confederacy, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a nigga Confederacy, because the niggas owned everything down south. We done already been over there 1,000,000 times. The niggas owned all the plantations. The niggas owned most of the land. We owned all that shit. You know what I'm saying? We was balling. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it messed up. You know what I'm saying? But again, it said the Dixie Rangers. Now, the reason why I wanted to talk about the Dixie Rangers, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to stress that the culture of being a Ranger, an American Ranger, is a Moorish culture. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why up in Chicago there was a reason why up in Chicago when Jeff Fort was forming the Black Peace Stones, he called them the Rangers, because that's an old, and after that the El Rookins, because being an American Ranger is an old Moorish title. The Rangers are the Moors. We the ones move all over the land and master the land, you know what I'm saying, and patrol the land. That's what Rangers do. But the Moors are the original American Rangers. So back in the antebellum era, being a Ranger meant you was a Moorish Ranger or a Turkish Ranger. It wasn't no pale immigrants coming over here being no goddamn Rangers. You had to earn it. You had to master the land to be able to be a Ranger. So there's a reason why Jeff Fort up in Chicago called his squad the Blackstone Rangers. You know what I'm saying? Because that's an old Moorish culture in America, being a Ranger. Texas Rangers, all that, all Rangers originally was Moors. You know what I'm saying? These immigrants came in and took that title, but that's an old Moorish title. So understand. And these are the Dixie Blackstone Rangers, you know what I'm saying? Because you already know they was representing the 5. Don't get it fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Even the 6 or whatever. But the culture, I'm gonna say this one more time for you goofies, nigga. The culture of being a Ranger, you know what I'm saying, is an American Moorish culture. And there's, like I said, there's a reason why they had the Blackstone Rangers up in Chi-Town, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, it just is what it is, you know what I'm saying? So the Dixie Rangers, these is all Moors, and they was fighting in Barnesville, Georgia. We had the Dixie Moorish Rangers wearing turbans and feathers on horses, whooping y'all bitch ass. Y'all have literally nothing, you know what I'm saying? There wasn't no goofy ass American Indian Rangers. I ain't literally never heard of an Indian Ranger, nigga. Man, maybe an Andean Ranger, not an Indian Ranger. And again, man, don't you goofy ass American Indians, y'all since y'all want to be Indians so bad, y'all keep being Indians, but we Andeans, nigga, because we Anu. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it fucked up. So it ain't the West Indies, it's the West Andes, nigga. That's why they got the Andes Mountains in South America. That's why it was the Incan culture, not the Incan culture. You know what I'm saying? Just kill yourself, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Maybe for real, bro. But anyway, so just wanted to stress that, you know what I'm saying? The Dixie Rangers is in Barnesville, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? And Sheekamauga is one of the true modes, the imperial modes that maintain that culture. Because best believe Sheekamauga is a real Ranger. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So just kill yourself if you think otherwise. We still the American Dixie, the Moorish Dixie Rangers is still here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, real quick. Also, I wanted to piggyback off the last drop we did about Apostolola and just talk about how he led some of his followers to Oklahoma during the Civil War, and they all got and Apostolola was a former Red Stick Moor. You know what I'm saying? He originally fought with the Red Sticks, who are the original Confederates down south, and were fighting against the expansion of the Union. You know what I'm saying? Because the Union, we already know the Union was trying to bring in all the immigrants and stuff like that, and the Moors of America did not want large-scale immigration, specifically down south. Through the entire country, but we definitely didn't want them immigrants down south like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I just want to read, and then I also want to stress that how these brothers and sisters got betrayed by trying to go to the Union and not fight with the Southern Confederacy to maintain their titles of nobility down south. How they went to the Union and they got betrayed and they got, I mean, it's a sad story to hear, you know what I'm saying? But the way they got betrayed is what you goofy ass niggas been getting betrayed for 150 for damn near 200 years in this country. By thinking it's easier to go over to the other side than fight with your brothers and sisters to maintain your titles of nobility in America. Fighting with the Moorish culture, going off the grid and really maintaining the culture. Y'all be thinking it's easier to go go deal with the Europeans and deal with the foreigners and dealing with your own people like bitches and hoes and shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it don't make no goddamn sense. But every time y'all niggas lose everything every time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all always lose. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we just gonna correct. We just gonna show. We just gonna drill it in you niggas' heads that y'all keep on selling out and y'all gonna keep on getting wiped out. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But check it out. So the title of this article, and it came from CJ Online to the Topeka Capital Journal. You know what I'm saying? It says Freedom's Frontier, Union betrayal leads to war atrocity. Because again, we already know that the Union was the immigrant army. You know what I'm saying? And all the Negroes that was in the Union, they was up here trying to at that time anyway. The Negroes and the Moors and whatever that went to the Union side, they was the ones that was trying to assist the immigrants to come in the country. You know what I'm saying? And the Southern Confederacy wasn't having that shit. Because the Southern Confederacy was trying to restore the Southern Barbary states where titles of nobility rule. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it fucked up. L's and Bays, you know what I mean? So let's do the knowledge, you know what I'm saying? All right. It says, Apostoli Hola, speaker for the Muskogee Indians, urged all Midwestern tribes to convene for a council meeting in 1859 and 1860 to signal their loyalty to the Union. Okay? All right. So remember, we're talking about Apostoli Hola. We did a drop about Apostoli Hola about a few months back. You know what I'm saying? Just piggybacking off of information on Apostoli Hola. You know what I'm saying? They say it was a hard sell. Okay. Start over. Apostoli Hola, speaker for the Muskogee Indians, urged all Midwestern tribes to convene for a council meeting in late 1859, 1860 to signal their loyalty to the Union. All right. It was a hard sell. Okay. Yeah, I bet it was, because most of the so-called Indians are Andeans. You know what I'm saying? The niggas, the Moors and Turks, they was down with the Confederacy. Don't get it messed up, because everybody understood that the Confederacy was the original American government, the original Al-Moroccan American government striving to maintain Moorish land titles and titles of nobility in America, while the Union was trying to get the Moors to relinquish their land claims so they could sell it all off to foreign corporate interests like they've been doing for the last goddamn 150 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? Just lames and goofies, you know what I'm saying? And I hope a lot of them sellout ass bitches don't think that they gonna pay for all that. You know what I'm saying? you know what I'm saying? Don't get it fucked up. Fucked up, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I said months later, the first shots of the Civil War were fired, and Indian nations were being courted by both Confederate and Union armies. Several tribes were leaning toward the South for economic, political, and personal reasons. Okay. The movement of whites from southern states west meant Indian Territory, now Oklahoma, will be bordered by Confederate states. Missouri, Arkansas, Texas, according to Tracing Trails of Blood on Ice, an article by Willard Johnson, Professor Emeritus, Political Science in Massachusetts, whatever. All right. Okay, moving on. It says, in large part, Johnson wrote, the federal money pledged under the Indian Removal Act of 1830 to tribes in the southern United States to relinquish their ancestral homelands and move west of the Mississippi River were backed by bonds from southern states. Now, again, when they say that they're getting, again, we're going to drive this over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, American Indians literally are nobodies, you know what I'm saying? But when they say they want to get so-called American Indians to relinquish their land claims, all that was happening, this is why the Moors ruled, you know what I'm saying? All that was happening was, again, we kept all of our land claims and land titles in old America under titles of nobility. You had to be of the nobility to hold land, proven by the blood of by Allah, you know what I'm saying, to hold land title, to hold land in old America. You know what I'm saying? So when they say they want them, they say they're getting the so-called Indians to relinquish their land claims, all they're doing is relinquishing their titles of nobility and becoming citizens of so-called United States, because there are no titles of nobilities in the United States. But all of the old land claims were held under titles of nobility. So all the so-called Indians or Moors in the South or wherever or across the country were doing was relinquishing their titles of L's and Bays. You know what I'm saying? Because in old America, L's, Bays, Ali's, and all that were the ones who held all the land claims. You know what I'm saying? So that's all that was happening. They were relinquishing their titles of L's and Bays. You know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is, you know what I mean? And that's how they lost their land. See, if you maintain your titles of L's and Bays, they can't take shit from you. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, again, motherfuckers gets lost. Motherfuckers was losing the faith. You You know what I mean? So it just is what it is. Once you relinquish your title of L and Bay, they running roughshod on you. It's always been that way. That's how goofy ass American Indians is always getting their wig split. Goofy ass pro-blacks and Pan-Africans is always getting their fucking wig split. Because y'all ain't got, in America, you don't get your fucking wig split because you ain't got no title of nobility. So the Romans gonna run roughshod on your dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is retarded, nigga. You know what I'm saying? For real, bro. All right. All right, it said, plus many Indians, including Apophthahola, own slaves, both black and Indian, a practice they maintained after settling Indian territory. Because again, everybody was under a noble title. So the royal sheiks and who had those titles of L's and Bays, they the ones who had they were the masters. So when they say yes, a master, the L's and Bays and the sheiks and all them people were the masters in old America, especially in the South. You know what I'm saying? So if you was if you were on their land, they would probably just call you, especially if you was a foreigner, they was going up north in the United States, they was going to consider you a slave. You know what I'm saying? To the southern L's and Bays and stuff like that. So when they got you off from under them L's and Bays with them noble titles, they were saying, oh, you was a free slave, and just all type of goofy shit. It's all word games. You know what I'm saying? And they real good with their word salad. You feel me? But anyway, all right. Now, I said Apophthahola came to believe that the preservation of the Muskogee tribe, also known as the Upper Creek, would require leaving their homes once again for an unknown land, this time the Free State, Kansas. Little did the Muskogee leader know he would be betrayed and end up guiding thousands of his followers to their deaths. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what happened. So we got Apophthahola, and you know what I'm saying? And he, instead of riding with the Confederacy, which is the Southern Moors and Turks, who was trying to fight to hold on to their land down south, he feeling like, well, it's easier to just go to the Union. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to fight. I ain't trying to be an L and Bay no more because that brings too much heat. They make it hot. I gotta fight and die to defend myself. You know what I'm saying? To be in the L and the Bay in America at that time. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll kill you for being royal back in them days. It was on sight. You know what I'm saying? But the real L's and Bays didn't give a motherfucker. We was willing to bang it out with anybody. You feel what I'm saying? Because we don't play like that. You know what I'm saying? This our land, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But you have some niggas that's like, nah, I'm tired of fighting or whatever. And no, I'm not hating. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. This when you relinquish and surrender and relinquish your title of L and Bay, we gonna show what happens to a lot of you niggas. You know what I'm saying? So check it out. Let's say again, little did the Muskogee leader know he would be betrayed and end up guiding thousands of his followers to their deaths. Escaped to Kansas. Apophthahola, whose name means good shouting child, was born in present-day Alabama in 1798. He declared his allegiance to the federal government after fighting for the Upper Creek Muskogees in the War of 1812 and the Creek War of 1813-14, an Alabama-based war among various Creek factions and federal state militias. And we've been over that in previous drops. Check my old drops if you want do the knowledge on that. You know what I'm saying? We done talked about the red sticks versus the white sticks and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So, but we are in the last drop, we talked about how Apophthahola was originally a red stick Moor Turk, you know what I'm saying? And again, if you see a picture of Apophthahola, he got rocking a turban and all that, you know what I'm saying? Again, so why is it that all of the niggas with the power in the old South was rocking turbans and fezzes and all that? Why is that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right, so it said he was talking about Apophthahola still, you know what I'm saying? It said he also was a successful entrepreneur who built a 2,000-acre plantation in Alabama and owned about 25 slaves, and we already talked about that. It said Apopthahola's family was wealthy. They had huge homes, land, and slaves, said Gwendolyn Martin of Yates Center, former Woodson County Commissioner, supporting the Woodson County Historical Society. Let's read that again. It said, Apophthahola, who used to wear a turban looking like Sheekamauga looked more like Apophthahola, you know what I'm saying? But Apophthahola regalia, if you see a picture of Apophthahola, his regalia would look just like Sheekamauga right now. It said he owned a 2,000-acre plantation in Alabama, you know what I'm saying? So again, we done already told y'all, most of the old plantations was owned by Moors in regalia, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a military culture. So the plantation culture is a Moorish culture. Don't get it messed up. It wasn't no pale people walking around, you know what I'm saying, owning plantations. You had to be in Moorish regalia, more than likely to have a plantation back in the day, man. Don't get it messed up, you know what I'm saying? This, again, the Alawites, the so-called whites are the masters in the old South were the Moors and the L's and the Bays, man. It always was, bro. I mean, you know, we done already drove that home a million times, but, you know, it just is what it is. It get redundant, but just got to keep driving home because y'all niggas is hard-headed a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? All right. So it said Apopthahola's family was wealthy. They had huge homes, lands, and slaves. So again, if you would have niggas like Sheekamauga back in the day was living in the southern Moorish palaces, you know what I'm saying? Said they had huge homes, we were wealthy, balling out of control. That was the old Moorish culture in America, just balling out of control. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it just is what it is, you know what I mean? Hold on one second. Let's see. All right, so let's continue on. Said after President Andrew Jackson, all right, signed the Indian Removal Act, the Muskogees could sell their land and receive money to move to land west of the Mississippi River, or they could stay in Alabama, become citizens and subjected to state laws. And we've been over that already again. That's what happened to a lot of our people in the old, back in that time. Nobody really went nowhere. We the same people that was here in the antebellum times are the same people that's here now. Again, after a while, if you wanted to maintain your culture, a lot of times it was easier to go west to so-called Indian territory, which is just open Moroccan. It was just still controlled by open Moorish governments at the time. So you could go out Oklahoma and all them places and still just walk around with your turban and fez and not get into and not really beef with nobody. You know what I'm saying? But if you stayed down south, which a lot of our people did, you just had to become a United States citizen. You didn't have to, but it was, you know, a lot of people thought it was easier to just become state citizens and relinquish their L's and Bay titles at that time for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? I'm not judging them. That's just what happened. So niggas is in the South now is the same niggas that was back then. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just became citizens of states instead of subjects of the old sultan of the empire. You know what I'm saying? That's all that happened. It's really not that deep. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, say in 1837, Apoplehola left his plantation behind and led about 8,000 members of his tribe as well as their slaves along the Trail of Tears to Alabama, from Alabama to Indian Territory, where he eventually was able to establish a plantation with slaves, livestock, and crops, Martin said. So again, man, Apoplehola left his plantation, you know what I'm saying? So again, Apoplehola, if you will see a picture of Apoplehola, he has regalia on just like Sheekamauga. So he was a Moor, you know what I'm saying? The Moorish culture, the plantation culture, all of the people living in the plantation palaces was Moors, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Moors and Turks, whether they were dark skinned or light skinned. You had to be of the Moorish culture to have those land claims and ball out of control in the old South, man. This is how it was. So he wasn't no fake pale plantation owner. You're some massa ass nigga. You would have been, if you was on a plantation back in the day, you would have been answering to a nigga looking like Sheekamauga. That's just facts, man. That's just really what happened. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just keep it a buck, man. You know what I'm saying? All right. So he left his plantation, you know what I mean? And then he done established another plantation in Oklahoma. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? So all the plantations all over the damn country, if it was a so-called old school plantation, it was a Moorish man and his family or whatever living in the main house, you know what I'm saying? Every single time. Very rarely is you gonna have a Slavic plantation owner in the old South, man. It just didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? They might have been a mixed European or whatever, but they was down with the Moors. You know, and most of them was owned by Moors and Turks, man. But we done been over that already. Ain't gotta drill you on that too much. That's just facts, you know what I mean? So, all right. Said when word got out that Apoplehola would be leading his tribe and its slaves to Kansas, the quickest exit from Indian Territory, Chickasaws, Seminole, Quapaws, one second, Cherokees, Kickapoos, and members of other tribes, as well as freed and runaway slaves, began gathering at his plantation to join the trek. In mid-August 1861, Apoplehola contacted President Abraham Lincoln requesting help in their escape from Indian Territory, said Emma Sykes, president of the board of directors of Wilson County Historical Society in Fredonia. Within a month, he received a letter stating the federal government would help, directing him to lead refugees to Fort Rowe, about 8 miles north of Fredonia in Wilson County, where they would be safe and receive food and other supplies. All right. The 14-day exodus of nearly 10,000 Indians and 600 slaves began in December during the treacherous winter weather and under the threat of attacks by Confederate loyalists. Because remember, understand, since Apoplehola wanted to go Union, understand, it was gang back then. So the South, the Moors and Turks in the South was not playing with niggas. Like if you was not down to ride, you was not down to fight, you was getting, you know what I'm saying, you was subject to getting your wig split. You know what I'm saying? Like they was not playing with niggas back then. You had to get out of the South if you was not down to fight and you was not down for the cause of us maintaining our Moorish culture. You know what I'm saying? That would have got your wig split in the old South. You know what I'm saying? Like it was real back then. It was gang. It was like blood and crip. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was not down to ride with the Moors, you was getting your wig split or worse or whatever you was getting. I mean, it was just you just didn't want to not be down with the Moors and the old Confederacy, man. It wasn't gonna work out too well for you. So Pop Holder, since he didn't want to be a Mo no more, he want to run to the Union, to the Yankeeville and stuff like that. He got to run for his life. And all the people who follow him got to run for their life up north and shit, you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. So, and understand, we went over this in the last drop. Anybody who did not want to ride with the Moors down south, they would call, when y'all would run away, try to run to the United States for protection against the Moors and stuff like that, this is what they're describing when they're talking about runaway slaves and stuff like that. People running, now some people were in bondage and all of that under the Moors and stuff like that, but a lot of people, it might have been people who were free Moors who were trying to run away, and they just didn't want to be a part of the culture no more because it was a military culture, you know what I'm saying? So they might have been running away, and when y'all ran, y'all was running up north and stuff like that. You know, we considered y'all snitches and stuff like that. So them talking, and we would put bounties on a lot of you niggas, you know what I'm saying, to come find y'all to bring y'all back down south, or wherever the Confederate turf was, you know what I'm saying? But when they talk about niggas running away, they running away from the Moorish culture. That's all it ever was, you know what I'm saying? So, all right. The 14-day exodus of nearly 10,000 Indians and 600 slaves began in December during treacherous winter weather and under the threat of attacks by Confederate loyalists. A Holder's band drove back Confederates during 2 attacks, but lost many of its supplies in the battles. The third conflict near present-day Tulsa was devastating, Martin said. They fled in the middle of the night without food and transportation, many nearly naked during the weather, and began to sleet and turned into a bitterly cold snowstorm. So again, man, so y'all sitting up here, you had people back then running from niggas down south. Niggas down south had all the power, we had all the guns, we had everything. Y'all running from us. Y'all running from the patriarchy up to the matriarchy. Goofy ass Rod Hayes and goofy ass goddamn all the rest of you goofy ass niggas talking about a matriarchy. That's why y'all was running from down south, because down south was a patriarchy, you know what I'm saying? The Moorish patriarchy was running shit down south, and y'all lames was running up trying to be a matriarchy like bitches, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, just kill yourself, nigga. So so niggas like Rod Hayes talking about the matriarchy gonna rule America and all that dumb shit. This is historically what these niggas did. They ran like little hoes from the Confederacy, because we had niggas in the Confederacy put a foot up their ass. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the patriarchy. Daddy don't play. I told you America's the fatherland, the land of the father, and Daddy will put a foot up your fucking ass for getting out of line. That's why y'all don't want the patriarchy, because y'all know y'all get a foot put up y'all ass by Daddy, nigga. Just kill yourself, nigga. All right, anyway. All right, a blind eye. So they running from the Confederates, you know what I'm saying? They done had a battle in Tulsa. You all know Tulsa, old Moorish town, you already know that. Say undeterred, Apophthola and his followers continued the icy trek along Verdigris and Neosho rivers into Wilson County. When they finally reached Fort Row, they found a home guard militia of about 80 men, a storage facility of less than 200 square feet, and a couple of other small buildings. The soldiers did not know the Indians were coming and slaves were coming, and certainly didn't have enough food or shelter for them and their animals. So these niggas, these fools, done ran from the Confederacy, trying to run to the Union, and the Union ain't even got nothing for them. You know what I'm saying? Again, man, that's why it's just better to fight for yours and ride with your blood than sitting up here thinking you gonna have it easy by running away. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just running from the real culture in America. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They done did all this running, and they get there and the Union ain't got shit for them. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just staying down south and fighting for this. There's a lot of you goofy ass niggas do that to this day. There's very few real Rangers like Sheekamauga left, because a lot of you niggas that ran like hoes and shit, you know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's keep going. Said Apophthola expected to find some place to house livestock, horses, buildings, to protect them from the weather and food, and none of that was there, Sykes said. As the Indians and slaves trickled into the area over the winter and camped on the frozen prairie, Apophthola pleaded with federal authorities to send aid. His plea went unanswered, and as the refugees faced starvation and death from exposure. So they done ran from the Confederacy, they done ran from the Moors down south. These niggas done ran from the Moors down south. Now they out in Kansas with the Union that said Abraham Lincoln had told them he gonna take care of them, but he ain't got shit for them. So they done ran away. Now they out there starving on the prairie. This is, again, a lot of y'all niggas have gone through this over and over again. When y'all are in poverty, and when people are in poverty and all that stuff, in the hood, in the projects and all that stuff, this comes from this type of situation right here, with niggas running away from the Moors and stuff, running away from fight for their noble titles. They think it's easier to run. This intergenerationally, it disenfranchises your children and everything, because you don't want to fight for yours. So these niggas that ran away, now they out there starving in Kansas on the cold prairie, and you niggas ain't got shit for them, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just staying down south and fighting for theirs with the Dixie Rangers, nigga. I mean, just kill yourself, nigga. For real, bro. This is what American Indians do. They run like little girls from the Moors, and then they cry like little girls and talk about some racism and how bad they got treated and shit like that. I mean, it's just sad, man. It's really just sad. Legendary Top Trash and the rest of the goofy ass Indians. This is y'all history, running like little girls from the Moors and shit. I mean, just kill yourself, nigga. Boy, I tell you. And then getting treated bad from the foreigners y'all run to like little hoes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Crying about racism and civil rights and shit. Y'all could have just stayed and fought for y'all with the Moors and shit. I mean, just kill yourself, nigga. All right. So as Indians and slaves trickled into the area over the winter and camped on the frozen prairie, Apopla, he pleaded with federal authorities, saying his plea went unanswered. They faced starvation. I mean, it is what it is, bro. Apopla and other survivors eventually were moved 12 miles to Fort Belmont, a small structure about 5 miles south of Yates Center in Woodson County, where 240 refugees died in February 1862, and more than 100 amputations were performed. It said, among them, I saw a little Creek boy, which is a Negro boy. The Creeks was Negroes, don't get it fucked up, you know what I'm saying? It said, among them, I saw a little Creek boy about 8 years old with both feet taken off near the ankles, others lying upon the ground, whose frosted limbs rendered them unable to move. George Collimore, an investigator at the Office of Indian Affairs, wrote to William P. Dole, Commissioner of Indian Affairs, after a visit to the fort. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for real, man. So not, again, when you niggas want to run away from your culture, run away from being Moors, and run away from being in the fight and shit like that, because y'all think it's easier to bow down like bitches, you know what I'm saying? This is the type of danger y'all put y'all kids in, like little hoes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I even had that happen to me in my personal life. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here off the grid raising my seeds and stuff like that, and got a sister, you know what I'm saying, who claimed she wanted to be a stone and all that, but then she want to run back to the Union and try to snatch my seeds from me. You know what I'm saying? Just on some hoe ass shit, and then put the seeds right back in the damn. And I got to fight to keep my seeds all, you know what I'm saying, protected and all that, because she want to run back to the Union like a goofy and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas go through this shit. You know what I'm saying? And they put their seeds in harm's way, instead of just staying down with the cause and fighting for yours, you know what I'm saying? And honoring Allah, honoring your ancestors, you know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas is perpetually cursed for that dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, I'm gonna leave it to move. In late January 1862, A.B. Campbell, a surgeon with the U.S. Army, visited the Indian encampment on the Verdigris River, where he found 4,500 Indians, including children, living among decaying carcasses of an estimated 1,200 to 1,500 ponies. That's what I'm saying. So they out there, man, that's crazy, man. So they got all these Creeks, I mean, all these so-called Indians, you know what I'm saying, niggas, you know what I'm saying, the Moors and Turks, who done ran away from the Confederacy. They out there starving with dead horses and all type of stuff because they wanted to run instead of fight. And it never works out for you niggas. Looking for the easy way out never works, bro. Allah intends for you to strive for yours. You know, sometimes you got to get tested for yours. It ain't gonna always be no fucking cakewalk. You know what I'm saying? All right. It said Campbell. So it said most of the people were in rags or naked, eating horses and dogs to survive. Campbell walked around the camp distributing 5 wagon loads of supplies, which included 45 kilts, 45 quilts, 40 pairs of socks, 3 pairs of pantaloons, 7 undershirts, 4 pairs of drawers, and a few shirts, pillows, and pillowcases. Many of the refugees grew ill after eating moldy bacon supplied by Fort Leavenworth. And you tell they did that shit on purpose. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? So they sending moldy bacon to these Indians. You know what I'm saying? So these niggas, you know, who out here starving and freezing to death, they done sent some moldy ass bacon to them. And you know they did that shit on purpose, man. They wanted these niggas to die. You know what I'm saying? Like, when y'all, this is how goofy y'all are. They encourage you niggas to give up your titles of nobility and be equal and all that. But they only doing that to isolate you dumbass niggas so they can kill your ass. The less of you niggas around, it's better for them so they can stay on the land. That's all it's about. This is how goofy y'all niggas is. So when the Moors tell y'all to maintain your titles of nobility in your vast estate, we telling that so y'all can stay on the land and form Voltron and protect each other. When y'all want to give it all that up and go run to these people, they gonna kill your stupid ass. And that's the whole goal. They don't want you niggas around so they can stay on this land, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's what they did to these fools. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I tell you. All right. So they sending the moldy bacon, you know what I mean? So army officials later said the bacon had been condemned by fort officials and pronounced suitable only for making soap grease. So they done already condemned the bacon, you know what I'm saying, at Fort Leavenworth. The Union Army officials done condemned the bacon. But they still sent it out to these niggas who out there freezing and dying. I mean, come on, man. I mean, for real, bro. I mean, just you niggas never learn, bro. You never fucking learn. You know what I'm saying? For real, bro. And niggas do that shit to this day. Selling out like little hoes and shit. Don't want to be Moors. Don't want to maintain their titles of nobility. Selling out like hoes and shit. And this is what happens to you stupid ass niggas every time. In one way or another, man. They starve y'all asses to death. So, boy, I tell you. All right. So they done intentionally sent some moldy ass bacon to these niggas that they done encouraged these niggas to run to the Union. But when they ran to the Union, they killed them. You know what I'm saying? They done try to poison them and kill them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just crazy, bro. It's literally crazy. They said an outbreak of smallpox killed many of the Indians and slaves at Fort Belmont. They had sent blankets that had been exposed to smallpox. They had sent blankets that had been exposed to smallpox. So they done sat up here, you know what I'm saying? So they done encouraged these niggas to run from the Confederacy, the Union, and then when they got there, they done sent them blankets infected with smallpox on purpose. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. The reason why they want to kill you dumbass niggas who want to sell out, you know what I'm saying? You niggas are of the blood. They know they need you niggas gone, you know what I'm saying? They need y'all niggas gone. So that's why they're gonna encourage you to abandon your families, abandon your people, and run to them so they can isolate you and hang your ass from a goddamn tree in one way or another. It's not a game, bro. You cannot run away from your blood. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they done literally sent these niggas that's out here dying in Kansas, running from the Confederacy. They dying in Kansas. They done sent them moldy ass bacon, and they done sent them blankets infected with smallpox, man, because they want them dead. Because they know even though these niggas are selling out, they saying they don't want to be Moors no more. They still know these niggas have ancient memories and ancient blood. So they're entitled to the land. So they need these niggas gone. You know what I'm saying? It's always nefarious when they want y'all niggas not to be Moors. You know what I'm saying? The Confederacy was Moors, nigga. So when y'all was running like little girls, like little hoes and shit on the Underground Railroad, they killed half you dumbass niggas off when y'all got out there, man. That's how goofy y'all niggas is, man. If you gonna die standing on your square. You know what I mean? Like, boy, I tell you. All right. On February 5th, 1862, Campbell wrote a letter to Joseph K. Barnes, surgeon and medical director at Fort Leavenworth, imploring the U.S. Army to send more aid. Let's see. It is impossible for me to depict the wretchedness of their conditions. Their only protection from the snow upon which they lie is prairie grass, and from the wind and weather scraps and rags stretched upon switches. Boy, I tell you, man, that's just messed up, man. Say they greatly need medical assistance. Many have their toes frozen off. Others have feet wounded by sharp ice and branches of trees lying on the snow. But few have, let's see. But few have shoes or moccasins. They suffer from inflammatory diseases of the chest, throat, and eyes. Those who come in last get sick as soon as they eat. Means should be taken at once to have the horses which lie dead in every direction through the camp and on the side of the river removed and burned, lest the first few warm days breed a pestilence among them. Why the officers of the Indian Department are not doing something for them, I cannot understand. Common humanity demands that more should be done at once to save them from total destruction. So, I mean, again, even the officers of the Union is on these camps and visiting these places is trying to get them help, and ain't nobody helping them. Because again, they want these Negroes dead, man. You know what I'm saying? The only way they can stay on the land is to wipe as many of you niggas out as possible, bro. And the Moors are the only ones that consistently tell y'all goofy ass niggas that. But just like y'all, I don't understand, man. I just don't get it, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to be a Moor, squatter with the Moors and form Voltron, your ass is doomed, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't know why. It just takes so much for you niggas to get that. You know what I'm saying? For real, bro. All right. Help was finally authorized by Congress on May 28, 1862, and supplies sent to William Coffin, Southern Superintendent of Indian Affairs in Leroy for distribution. It was too little too late. An estimated 2,000 of Indian Territory refugees died of disease, battle wounds, or weather during the journey or after their arrival to Kansas. So 2,000 so-called Indians and Negroes done died running away to the Union, and they killed them on purpose. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for real, bro. I mean, this is gonna be a lot of y'all future, man. Y'all keep on not wanting to be Moors and run away from this culture, man. This was literally what's coming to you niggas. They don't want you niggas around, and it's a war tactic to get y'all away from y'all Moorish culture. You know what I'm saying? For real, bro. And away from niggas like Sheekamauga. You know what I mean? Nah. It said reports by settlers where the ground was covered by pony bones like snow a year later. I said rebuilding and reparations. The young Indian men who remained healthy eventually were routed to Leroy, home to a small local militia. About 1,000 of them, and perhaps some of the slaves, were recruited and marched to Camp Hunter in Humboldt, where they were inducted into the Union Army as the 1st Indian Home Guard Regiment under the command of white officers. Let's see. The 1st Indian Regiment fell apart, leading to the formation of 2nd Indian Home Guard Regiment, which fought border battles in Indian Territory, Missouri, and Arkansas. After Confederate General Robert E. Lee surrendered in 1865, bringing an end to the Civil War, a number of Indians returned to Indian Territory while many black former slaves remained in Kansas. Let's see. Apostolola and his followers wanted to reclaim their land in Indian Territory from the Confederates and asked the U.S. Army to intercede, but he never saw his home again. Of course, they can't do nothing for this. They can't do nothing for this man. You know, his land was under noble title. So once you gave up your noble title, you lose. They can take your shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what he was, you know what I mean? Why he was even trying to do that. All right, Apostolola, a leader of the Muskogees for 40 years, died in 1863 in Leavenworth and was buried in an unmarked grave close to Fort Belmont alongside his daughter, who had died of pneumonia waiting for aid to arrive, the federal government to arrive. So again, man, even in front of your children, man, it's better to die on your square if you gotta go. Don't run from the fight of your blood thinking you're trying to protect your seeds, man. It's better to stand on your square and do what you gotta do in front of them. Cause he done ran with his daughter up north and they had to die miserable and damn near freeze to death together. Ain't nothing worse than watching something like that. I'd rather go out in a blaze than see something like that for my little daughter, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it just is what it is. So his followers, however, continued to fight to seek reparations for the property they lost during the war. Martin said a lawsuit filed against the government by the Indians was settled after about 15 years, with the Indians receiving a portion of a penny for every dollar they lost. It was a long, long time before life returned to normal for all of them. Apostolola's betrayal and atrocity that followed aren't often discussed. Historians these days, how can one explain a government allowing thousands of men, women, and children to starve or freeze to death? Were supplies so sparse everything would have to be routed to Union troops on the front lines? Was Kansas too far west to be of concern to officials in Washington? All right, and that's pretty much it on that. Okay, so again, man, I want to wrap this up. I wanted to talk about this particular story because, again, man, a lot of y'all goofies, man, y'all don't want to be Moors. Y'all want to be goofy ass American Indians, goofy ass blacks, goofy ass whatever the hell else y'all, goofy African Americans, dumb ass motherfucking stupid ass shit that y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all want to be everything but being Moors, which is your original culture. If you're Mississippian by blood, you know what I'm saying, or Moorish American by blood, you know what I'm saying. Y'all want to be everything but that. Y'all want to run to these foreigners for help and all this dumb ass shit. But every single time, it's always, let me tell you, these foreigners and these goofies have always used luring you niggas away from niggas like Sheekamauga and the patriarchy, the Moorish patriarchs, who will protect your dumb asses, so they can kill your ass, so they can kill you niggas, you know what I'm saying? And do all type of messed up shit. I don't care if it's the Tuskegee experiment. I don't care if it's the fucking war on drugs. I don't care if it's none of that. All that is able to be done is because a lot of you niggas ran away from the Moorish Turkish Confederacy that was protecting your dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? And then, again, this is one story where 2,000 damn near niggas done starved to death running away, and they did that shit to them niggas on purpose. So, again, y'all keep on doing the goofy shit y'all doing when not wanting to be Moors and running away from the Moorish Confederacy and all of that. This is always going to be your future. And guarantee it's going to happen again to a lot of you goofies. But the Moors, we still going to be moving the same. You know what I'm saying? So it's like y'all want to run away to these foreigners, but then y'all want to complain about discrimination and all this, how bad y'all get treated, but y'all didn't want to stand on y'all square and defend y'all titles and nobility. So again, man, that just is what it is. But just wanted to tap in live from Barnesville, live from the old Confederacy, man. I got more drops coming, got more stuff coming. I ain't gonna be doing too much, but just a lot of stuff. Sheekamauga just needed to tap in a couple of times. You know what I'm saying, just put some more information out there, because, you know what I'm saying, go back to being off the grid where I am, you know what I mean? So just tapping in with the fam, with the nation and all that, and I'll tap back in with y'all later. Peace.
How about that motherfucking Rory looking like Magnum P.I., nigga? Sipping the jasmine tea. Bitch, don't motherfucking play with me. Nigga, you know it's good. Bitch, you know it's good. Nigga, you know it's good. Bitch, you know it's good. Nigga, you know it's good. Bitch, you know it's good. furniture I keep outside. Stop by the shade store, then I clean my ride. Take the shit off the seats, you know they bippin' and shit. I never posted this one, so they don't know it's my whip. I'm all on FaceTime with her, I'm kinda feeling this bitch. Love how the bitch talk, it's so appealing and shit. You heartbroke, contemplating about killing the bitch. I free that, bounce back with sick. 2017, I was spending that on rims. And you ain't gotta like me, it's some bitches that will. You can talk on YouTube, but I'm making these meals. My crib's so ducked off, I can bike when I feel. And I really be sparing you niggas, man. Pull up in that 992 on your ass. And your bitch gon' know what the fuck going on. Ask that. Nigga, you know what's good. Bitch, you know what's good. Nigga, you know what's good. Bitch, you know what's good. Nigga, you know what's good. Bitch, you know what's good. Nigga, you know what's good. Bitch, you know what's good.
40 G's for some furniture I keep outside. Stop by the shade store, then I clean my ride. Take the shit off the seats, you know they bippin' and shit. I never posted this one, so they don't know it's my whip.
Peace. Islam. Elioy. Sheekamauga Alamassi coming at y'all live. Deep down. Alamassi Arabian country. Deep in Arabia. Deep in the turf. Old Confederate turf. Old Mekasuki turf. Live from Alibamu, or present day Alabama. Anniston, Alabama to be exact, you know what I'm saying? True Motown, you dig? Another Motown. You know what I'm saying? About 60% so-called Mississippian or so-called black or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And way up in the mountains, you know what I mean? Us Moes, we known for taking over the mountains, you know what I'm saying? This old Confederate Mo turf, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? We just letting you know, Alabama, the land of the Moes, as always was, you know what I'm saying? All these civil rights ass clowns and them marched and prayed and looked like a bunch of hoe ass niggas, you know what I'm saying? All this goddamn time and disrespected Alabama, Alibamu. Understand, Alabama was an old Moorish, Southern Moorish military stronghold, nigga. We have military force and posts all over Alabama, present day Alabama, you know what I'm saying? Alibamu. Nigga, we ain't never been no marching and praying bitches, nigga. Alibamu, nigga, is the land of the Moes, nigga, the military Moes. Don't get it fucked up, you know what I'm saying? We ain't never took no shit in Alibamu, nigga. And you know what I'm saying? It ain't no such thing really, cause Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, and all that was one republic, one military republic, you know what I'm saying? Or several different Barbary states, but it was all one Confederate military republic, you know what I'm saying? We ain't play that bullshit, marching and praying like hoes and shit. But anyway, it got a little dark. I was rushing to get here, you know what I'm saying? Being a ranger of the land and all that, I'm all over the place, you know what I'm saying? But I really wanted to get here just to make it a point for all you Indian lane, you American Indian, more hating ass bitches, you know what I'm saying? Check this out real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here on the Chief Ladiga trail, you know what I'm saying? And Chief Ladiga, he was a Moorish Turkish chief that lived in the 1800s. Now he was a high-ranking so-called Sheikh in the more, you know what I'm saying, high-ranking Moorish Sheikh out here in this part of Alabama. And he held a huge land claim that he signed over to the United States since he kind of signed a treaty with the United States in 1832, and it gave over hundreds of thousands of land. And present day Jacksonville, Alabama, and some of them places is a part of the land claim, the land title he signed over to the United States in 1832 with the Treaty of Cassetta, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to make a point to you, more hating ass Indian lames, you know, show you what the real sheiks or chiefs look like, you know what I'm saying? And Sheekamauga ran the red, and I'm gonna show you what Chief Ladiga's garbs, you know what I'm saying? So check this out. Check out this sign right here. See, y'all can see it's kind of dark, but see, I hope y'all can see it. Check this out, man. This is Chief Ladiga. Check out his garbs, nigga. Do that look like some fake ass Indian garbs with some goddamn war bonnets and shit like that? Now understand, this is so-called Chief of Sheikh Ladiga. Now they got him looking like, they kind of got him looking like a European or so-called European. You know, these racist ass foreigners, you know what I'm saying? Pale people and shit, pale Europeans to try to make him look like a European. But check out his garbs, man. Check out his garbs. Now this is a Moorish, these are Moorish garbs. Now this man, Chief Ladiga, Sheikh Ladiga, he signed over this whole entire land, part of this whole plot of land that encompasses present day Anniston, Alabama, Jacksonville, Alabama, this whole little turf, you know what I'm saying? He signed this, he was the chief of the Sheikh to sign this part over to the United States in 1832. You know what I'm saying? And then he dipped to so-called Indian territory. But I just wanted to make it a point. This was a Mo, nigga. You know You know what I'm saying? This is what the so-called fake ass Indians or the Andeans nigga look like in the South, nigga. These were the ones that owned all the land. So all you goofy ass goddamn, you know what I'm saying, you FBAs and you busters talking about y'all some slaves in the South. Okay, if you was a slave in the goddamn South, this is the type of motherfucker you was answering to. Cause this fool, this man, Chief Ladiga, blood, like straight up blood under the fire, rocking the red and shit like that. That's why Sheekamauga had to rock the red, you know what I'm saying? Not no blood gang shit. I'm talking about the real fire, you know what I'm saying? The Moes, nigga, the red flag, nigga. You know what I'm saying? The Martian flag, nigga. But check this out. This is a blood. This a blood, Alabama blood. You know what I'm saying? Alabama blood Mo, nigga. Rocking the red. You know what I'm saying? Straight up Mo, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So if you was you goofy ass pro-blacks and Pan-Africans, nigga, if y'all was some slaves in the South, who was y'all answer? Who owned all the land up until the 1830s? You know what I'm saying? Because y'all claim y'all was slaves for 400 years in America, especially down south and shit like that. But in 1832 and in the 1830s, these are the people who owned all the land in the South. This is how they was dressing. Let me show you again, nigga. I'm saying. I mean, check this out, man. I mean, check this. I mean, they put it it's plain as day. They let you niggas know what's going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? These are the ones in the old, y'all talking about all the Tartarian and all the historic American buildings and all that. These were the type of Moors that were owned all the land plots under the titles of L's and Bays. Because understand, when they said they relinquished their land claims, they were, again, I done told y'all several times that these so-called fake ass, not Indians, but Moes, they call them Indians, they were relinquishing their land claims of L's and Bays. Those were what the old land titles were held under, L's and Bays. And this is more proof right here. I'm showing you one more time, bro. This is Chief Ladiga. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I had to slide through. I was trying to do a little readout, and I'll do that probably another day when it's lighter, when there's more daylight outside. You know what I'm saying? But I had to slide through Anniston, Alabama, just to show y'all Chief Ladiga. You know what I'm saying? This is what all the Southern Moorish sheiks, you know what I'm saying, that had all the land down south, they look like, bro. I mean, this motherfucker is like a blood gang. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's for goofy ass pro-blacks, goofy ass Pan-Africans, goofy ass goofies, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, like, this is the real American culture, bro. Like the way Sheekamauga dressed right now, all the garbs and all that with the red and all that, this is the true American culture. It always was. And I really wish I could have got out here in the daylight, you know what I'm saying, to really show y'all. But you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. But I just had to show, I just had to make it plain who was running the old South. The Moes, nigga. One more time, let me show you Chief Ladiga. You know what I'm saying? I mean, on some real shit, bro. Check it out. Chief Ladiga, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'll come back and read out. I'll do some more readouts later, but I had to stop through Anniston, Alabama, man, and just show y'all. So, again, man, in the old Confederate South, y'all would have, look, let me tell you, I'm going to say, I got to tell you it a million times, but in the old Confederate South, bro, y'all, if y'all was on plantations, because again, a plantation, this is what, again, I'm going to say this again. In 1832, the man who held the land title, who had the Sheikh, the high-ranking Sheikh that had the land title to Anniston, Alabama, Jacksonville, Alabama, and everything in between, look, this was him. This is what he looked like, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look, I mean, for real, look, this is what he looked like, bro. He had a Moorish cap on, all red. This is not, they talking about the plantation owners with some pale people and shit like that. So if you was on a plantation, again, if you were a fake ass pro-black crying and whining like a bitch, you know what I'm saying? Talking about you was a slave in the South on a plantation. Again, you wasn't answering to no white, no pale man. You would have been answering to a mo like this, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's on some real shit, bro. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, for real, bro. So again, I just had to make that plain again. Indians, y'all are done, son. I mean, for real. I mean, this is not no Indian, nigga. This is a Mo, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, Chief Ladiga was a Mo. You know what I'm saying? Indians, I mean, just give it up, nigga. I mean, for real, just stop. You know what I mean? Even these Europeans is telling the truth. They got this man on the sign looking like a straight up Mo. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I just wanted to tap in real quick, you know what I'm saying? Show y'all that on my travels and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to come back and do a little readout on a lighter day or whatever, but Sheekamauga, Alabama, tapping in live from Arabia, live from Alabama. I'll tap back in with y'all later. Peace.
Either you love me or love me not, I'ma be me. I'm known for making promises I can't keep. I'm known for knocking bitches, don't bring them around me. I'm known for having hoes I barely wanna see. I'ma be me. I'm known for making promises I can't keep. I'm known for knocking bitches, don't bring them around me. I'm known for having hoes I barely wanna see. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife, but I used to turn it hard, it was soft like in some short tights. Like, baby, what's your name? Looking like Kane in that Mustang. Always too smooth, you know how I do, she had the truth. If I lose one, I bounce back with two, word to Soldier Slim. You want a lane, better roll with them. You want a winner, then hold it in. Let's take a spin, let go spin that shit. Gang clip, ain't no window tint. Born to lose, I was built to win. She want me to let her love me. Sorry, baby, I could never trust you. You had a nigga, still let me fuck. Still. Either you love me or love me not, I'ma be me. I'm known for making promises I can't keep. I'm known for knocking bitches, don't bring them around me. I'm known for having hoes I barely wanna see. Love me not, I'ma be me. I'm known for making promises I can't keep. I'm known for knocking bitches, don't bring them around me. I'm known for having hoes I barely wanna see. I'm known for making promises I never keep. Can't turn me to a nigga I never be. I'm too stuck in my ways, bitch. Get it in your head, bitch. Get it out your mind, ho. This the last time I'ma say that shit. I ain't them niggas that you be around a layup with. I'm just a nigga you can hustle and get paper with. Niggas be thinking with they dick. I think better with a bankroll with that money, bitch. Think of me when you think clear shit. Think of me when it's fur coat season. Penthouse 4 seasons, cost a clean, no beamer. All these niggas wanna be me. Watch a nigga like a TV, your bitch wanna see. Either you love me or love me not, I'ma be me. I'm known for making promises I can't keep. I'm known for knocking bitches, don't bring them around me. I'm known for having hoes I barely wanna see. Love me not, I'ma be me. I'm known for making promises I can't keep. I'm known for knocking bitches, don't bring them around me. I'm known for having hoes I barely wanna see.